When rubber meets the road and shit hits the fan, does what you know about personal development actually stand up to the test of fire? Does it stand up to pressure? Or does it collapse and fold? My name is Andre, and I'm here to help you elevate always and in all ways. I've been in personal development since I was about 15, 16 years old. And if you're anything like me, you've discovered that most of the personal development space is filled with a bunch of nonsense that masquerades as wisdom, right? Insight, knowledge. But it doesn't actually work when it has to work, when rubber meets the road. I always say that it's easy to do personal development when everything is easy and all you have to do is read a book and think nice thoughts and discuss with your friends and things are great and kumbaya. It's a whole different story. It's a whole different bag if you're actually going through one of the lowest points of your life. If you're actually battling demons every single day in your head or out in the world, whether in your personal life, business, financial, relationships, etc. Right? Two very different experiences. And right now, I'm going through one of the lowest points in my life, internally in my mind and financially, which is exposing to me areas of myself and my life where I have chinks in my game, right? Where I have chinks in my armor, where I have gaps in my game. And so I figured what better time to actually share what my message is than when I'm going through one of the lowest points of my life so that I can actually demonstrate to you and share with you what actually does work. Because otherwise, how do you know what actually works? You walk into any bookstore or you peruse the digital shelves of Amazon looking for books. How do you actually know what advice works under fire, under stress, and what is just nice, feel good, sound good bullshit, but doesn't actually work to help you transform your life or even just to hold it together while you go through something? Now, I've had many ups and downs in my life on all fronts, probably just like you. Right now, and I'll talk more about this in another video and explain details, but right now, I'm going through something financially that I never expected to have to go through, considering all the different things I've overcome already in the past, the businesses that I've built, etc. Unexpected, but here it is. The amount of mindset battles that I've been through every day, the amount of internal demons that I've been dealing with and overcoming every single day. It feels like the floodgates of hell have opened to try to just engulf me. And in going through this right now, one of the things that I always preach is that a setback is your setup. The setback is your setup. And I was thinking to myself, what better time than right now would it be to start sharing my message with the world, as long as I was willing to set aside enough of my ego to be vulnerable enough and transparent enough to share with you what I'm going through. Because everybody on the internet just wants to show the perfection, right? To show the highs, never show the lows. And I've got receipts for just about everything you could imagine in life, right? Immigrant, born to a single mother, didn't go to college, entrepreneur since I was mowing lawns at 12 years old, built multiple little different internet businesses and real world businesses, made money off of some of them, crashed a bunch of them. Like, I've gone through and gotten all the receipts, collected all the receipts to tell you that, hey, I can share with you something that works. But the one thing that I've never done is publicly share the shit show when I'm going through it. And nowadays, with it being so easy for somebody to just turn on a camera and record and say that they've got a message that works or they've got words of wisdom or whatever it might be, it's so easy now for anybody to suddenly just present a message and build a following, right? What I haven't found in the personal development space is too many men or women, too many people who show the receipts of the struggle when they're going through it. Now, I've usually fallen into the camp and the mindset of man up, get your shit together, right? Solve your problems, and then speak from the wisdom and the lessons of it. And that's usually where I've lived in my mind. But I've had a few recent conversations with close friends who have a front row seat to my life. And so they know where I've been. They know what I'm currently going through. They hear me all the time share the setback is the setup, right? My close friends know that one of my core things that I believe I'm good at, or have at least developed a skill around, is turning pain into power. I know how to turn my pain into my power. If you look at my life, every time I've gone through any significant amount of pain, setback, or downturn, without exception, you will find that I came back in that area in my life 2x, 3x, 4x, or more in terms of results. One of the reasons why I have an eagle tattooed on me is because an eagle flies into the storm. They're the only bird in existence that will fly into a storm instead of away from it, because they use the pressure and the chaos of the storm to elevate themselves to fly above it. And I've always found that to be a powerful metaphor for myself that I've really leaned into and embraced when dealing with challenges, right? Fly into them. Use the challenge to elevate yourself. I have a lot of little principles. I call them little. I have a lot of little mantras and principles that that have been built and forged from the pain and the fire that I've gone through in my life. The setback is the setup. Turn your pain into power. Your greatest area of pain is meant to be your greatest area of rain. Wherever you're knocked down is so that you're close enough to the ground to pick up your crown. Okay? Meet the man. All these different things that I use and follow that help me and empower me. And so back to what I was saying, I have friends in my life that have a front row seat. And one of the things that they've shared with me is that they've never had a chance before to get a front row seat to somebody who's already been winning big in life, has made it to a level that most people don't. For example, my business normally makes $70,000 to $100,000 a month, my core business. Right now it's on it's absolutely tanked and cratered, and I'm rebuilding from scratch. So that's what I'm going to share about a lot moving forward. But what my friends shared is that they now get to get a front row seat to somebody who has to rebuild really fast, and they've never had an opportunity to do that. And that has inspired a shift in my thinking to go from saying, figure your shit out in private and then share a lesson from it later publicly, to where now my thought is, well, if it's so valuable to the close friends that I have in my life, it might be valuable for everybody else out there. And then as I thought about it, I came to the thought that I already shared earlier, that in this space, personal development space, whatever you want to call it, personal development, personal growth space, not a lot of people have the receipts of sharing the struggle when they're actually going through it. And so again, I thought, what better time to start sharing my message? What better time to start sharing what works for me than when I'm going through a season in my life when I absolutely need it to work? So that as it works for me and you watch how it works for me, you can actually have some confidence in knowing and believing that, like, hey, this could work for me too, because I'm literally watching him use it and I see how he's using it. Okay, so welcome to my channel. Thanks for watching this video. And again, I'm here to help you elevate always and in all ways. Another one of my mantras, another one of my wisdoms, if you will, that helps me to deal with the things that I face. So the next videos that I'm going to be posting here on YouTube are going to be about what I'm going through and how I'm going through it, right? And how I'm making a comeback in some areas of my life, and how I'm using the setback as a setup. If you find that of interest, then go ahead and give this video a like, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my future videos. And if you can relate to anything I have to say, then please comment below the video. Let me know what your thoughts are. Give me your feedback. I'm here to share openly and to build a community. All right?